I love Nigeria. That light bulb moment for me and why I decided that we're going to leave this country was that NSAS period. That thing stressed me out so much mentally. Like I had to go off. I did not recover from that thing months after. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to our YouTube channel, because Daya is here again, you know, and you guys are going to keep seeing Daya in these videos anyways. Yeah. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, please do not leave without subscribing to my YouTube channel. So guys, today we're going to be sharing with you the reasons why we decided to leave Nigeria, you know, like leaving our career, businesses, family, you know, just taking that leap of faith to relocate out of Nigeria. So we're going to be sharing with you those reasons in this video. If this is something that you're interested in, then keep watching this video. We're sharing our personal experience, like it might not apply to you, but like these are like the reasons why we decided to leave Nigeria. And Dale, yeah, let's start. What's the number one thing?
The main thing, the first thing for me was healthcare. Like people die. I hear so many horrible stories of people just dying due to like flimsy healthcare negligence and things like that. You hear things like somebody was shot and the hospitals were rejecting him because they did not have a police report. How are you supposed to get a police report in between somebody getting shot and taking the person to the hospital? Or they just take somebody to the hospital and they are saying the hospital is rejecting the person because their condition is already worse. Or that's the first leg of healthcare for me. The second leg for me was that I used to have malaria a lot. I don't know what happened. And I was actually talking to my neighbor one day, and he was like, he had the same issue. Like it was like we're bonding like brothers. I almost gave him a hug. He said, because I used to fall sick every month. Like I used to have malaria every month, and I'm not exaggerating. It was taking a toll on my mental health, on everything for me. Like it can be sad or depressing for you to just be taking drugs every time, treating one particular thing, you know. So it's just like when they're sick, it's malaria, like, because you know nothing again, nothing is sick. And it's not like we live in a day, we flit our house
twice a week,
twice or 3 times in a week. We live in a clean environment, so I don't know. I just don't know what he actually was. It became so bad, like I couldn't even be telling them in my office, because how do I explain like I'm falling sick every month? So even when I'm sick, I have to walk because I can't even say it again that I'm sick. So
healthcare definitely is one reason why we left Nigeria, you know, just being able to access better healthcare, you know. So the second reason would be that this one is also another very security, right? This one is serious because we have been robbed. We were driving the other time and
I've been robbed
in traffic.
I was driving in traffic and I was robbed in traffic. And I think for me, I was just living on the edge, because you know the way things are in Nigeria now, kidnapping. And all sort of things going on. So every time, like my wife and my baby, whenever they go out, like until they come back, my mind is sort of not at peace. It's like one is already getting too late. I'm already like, hey, where are you guys? Like, you guys need to start coming back. I just because of the way the whole situation of the country it was, like it's just everything is being watched. There's cameras everywhere, and there's this sense of security.
You know, like it's even scary because when someone commits a crime, there's no camera, there's nothing watching, like, and then
in most cases
the person will go scot-free.
Like, people get killed every day,
and nobody is held accountable. It's just really scary. So for us, like that security issue was one of the top reasons why we decided to leave Nigeria. Just the fact that nobody is held accountable for lives. People just die every day, kidnapping, stealing. You know, you're walking on the road, police will stop you, access your laptop, they will do this, you know.
Also, especially for guys will be able to relate to these police issues a lot. Or that police thing is a big thing. Just say they want to search your phone. Why you searching my phone? Like, that's my personal property. Like, not every successful young man and is into fraud. If you just see a young man driving a nice car, automatically is into fraud. And if you try to argue with them, before you know, the person gets shot. Like, it's a whole different thing. But or as a young man, you just tend to not feel safe if within that country sometimes.
I mean, there are police issues everywhere in the world, but like, again, the fact that there's nobody's held accountable. Like, one person will say, "Oh, I will just shoot this person and nothing will happen."
And they are confident that nothing is going to happen.
And really, nothing will happen.
Happen, so
we're just thinking, like, this is the life we want for our children. Like, is that we want it to be? Like, even us, we're just so scared. So that's like the second reason why we decided to leave Nigeria. The security issues. The next point is more opportunities. Like in terms of job. There's just a lot of opportunities out there, Can you share your thoughts?
Yeah. So I think for me, I do have a personal experience with this, and I think a lot of Nigerians also have personal experiences with the high unemployment rates. It's in Nigeria.
It's crazy.
It's really bad. The unemployment thing is really bad because for me as well, during that whole COVID situation, I was part of the people that lost their job, also restructuring and things like that, and
trying to look for
to get a job. Like, it was so bad that I wasn't even getting interviews. I was getting more interviews from Germany, from the UK, from a lot of all these countries outside than in the country. But the issue with those is that I don't have the work permit to work, so it tends to be more difficult than if I was getting interviews within my country that I don't need work permits or anything. So it's that one is really personal for me because it's one of the again very sensitive, but it's one of the first times in the past 5 years that I've actually cried, because I was looking for a job. I wasn't getting interview for months. I was expecting a baby for about 6 months. I wasn't getting anything in Nigeria. That's when I realized that it was so
really bad.
I didn't think that the unemployment thing was so bad, but it was so bad. And just to compare it as well, first of all, that I got my PR, I got my Canadian job before I left Nigeria. I got here, I've changed my job already in 6 months.
So the thing is that because this unemployment rate is high, people are forced to do any kind of job, just to survive. Because again, this life, you just want to live, you want to be able to pay bills, and that's why you see people that wanted to become doctors, they're just maybe doing something else that they didn't really want to do, because there's really no job. So for us, we're just is this the life we want for our children? If we're going through this, and then the thing is that it's not even about you having skills or you're so smart, because you see people that even come out with first class and all these things. Even if you even schooled abroad, you're going back home and then you're looking for a job. So that thing is so scary. Just being, you want to work but there's no job. How do you survive? How do you fend for your family? These are personal things for us, and we just say, this thing like this is we have to rethink it to jackpa.
Just being in an environment that there are opportunities
that offers you opportunities. Connectivity to the world. Dayo.
This one, I feel like a lot of people don't even realize that
it's an issue.
This is actually an issue.
But this
even all the times that we were trying to process our Canadian stuff, getting cards that we work for you to pay 2006.
Naira cards.
Thank God that I lived in the UK. I still maintain my bank account in the UK. I was able to request for a debit card that I can try to tell my brother to fund the card for me, and I can use it to make payment. It's so bad.
Simple,
it looks like a simple issue, but we're sort of disconnected from the world. I remember when I got to Canada, the first time I had to do a PayPal transfer to somebody, and it went in seconds.
Sharp.
I told the person that you don't know how this makes me feel.
It's different.
I know the struggle it takes for me to try to send $500 to somebody somewhere.
Just the restrictions.
The restriction. we're just restricted in so many ways.
And other than that, even with internet, you know how
with internet,
guys, I'm a YouTuber, and when I have to upload videos when I was in Nigeria, that you know now, it used to take 4 days. So if I want to upload a video on Sunday, I will start the process from like Tuesday, because it will buffer, you will start again, you know, and you're paying so much money for this internet connections with all of them that is there, you know. So connectivity to the world is like one reason. And then even when we came abroad, you know, just being able to shop online.
That's also important. Like you see the way we take simple things, like we go on Amazon.ca and everything. Like I don't buy anything. I don't go out to buy anything. I just open my phone, Amazon.ca. It comes at worst the next day or 2 days after.
You know.
Even Instacart grocery. Because Instacart even comes in 1 hour.
You know,
other stuff.
You know how,
and then in
even
1 hour.
When we're in Nigeria, sometimes you are trying to order something from a website. They'll say, oh, they don't deliver to Nigeria. Oh, there's restriction. First of all, you first have restriction on your card, and then there's not restriction on like if they deliver to you, or it will even take like 26 days if they even decide. You know,
months.
But here months. You know, but here it's just like it's so easy.
You want something, you go on Amazon.ca. You order it, it comes the next day, the next 2 days maximum. It's just easy.
So it just makes your life easy, you know, like things that you should be worrying about, you don't have to worry about it, because like they've made these things easier for you, you know. The next will be exchange rates.
Yeah.
This is funny, but it's a real problem. It's a real problem, and for us, it's just the uncertainty. What is this word? Instability.
The fluctuation is crazy, because when you just look at it, you're actually getting poorer every day, and it's really bad. Like you go, if you convert your salary, maybe when you first get a job, maybe it was say, for example, just 1,000 USD. In 1 year, that 1,000 USD can actually become 500 USD. Even if you get salary increase, with the salary increase, it might end up at 500 USD in 1 year. So if you are looking to travel, or you want to go on vacation, and those things are very essential out to life. It's also one of the things that people do easy here. People are able to travel on a budget easily here. But for us, because of those exchange fluctuations, traveling is a luxury. Like $1,000 that is a 16-year-old, 18-year-old here is able to save up and go on a quick trip here. That 1,000, you know how hard it is to get 500 and 600,000 in Nigeria. To just have spare 600,000 sitting somewhere in Nigeria, and that's not even. What am I going to say? 600,000 is never going to buy food anywhere again.
You cannot buy it. Where are you going to?
In Nigeria now, with the way there's simple trip now, flight alone is like 1.2 million before you talk about hotel. The truth is that a simple trip can now be costing you like 3-4 million naira. And we know how difficult it is to come across 4 million naira in Nigeria.
So I think for me is the fact that your savings is reduced. So you're saving in naira, but when you want to do something in dollars or in another currency, that money that you have saved that is supposed to be one big money,
it's nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah, so that exchange rate fluctuation is a big one.
I think for us again, another reason why we decided to leave Nigeria would be the fact that, you know, another passport.
Yeah, so that visa process is because I'm always the one doing it, and I will fill visa for my visa application for myself, fill for wife, fill for children. It's such an annoying task, and it's so expensive. Like I remember the last UK visa that we did. The three of us, I know how much I had to cover for those. So those things are just a lot of stress. And I used to watch YouTube videos where they just say like some countries, if you have passport of say Canada, the US, you just walk in. For the UK, for example, you don't even talk to anybody. You just go oh, you scan the passport and you enter the country. You don't need to. I know, like, the stress I have to go through whenever I enter the UK. Sometimes even you have a good job, you have a good reason why you're going there.
You still be scared.
You still be scared that
because Nigerian factor.
That Nigerian factor that somebody will come and say,
go back to your
profile
country.
you, say why you here, can you come. So yeah, that passport privilege. And you know, in Canada, once you live here for 3 years, you're able to get your Canadian passport, and then you can go to so many countries in the world without bothering about visa. Like,
and your children don't have to bother about visa as well. You know, so for us as well,
gets it.
Yeah.
Get the visa. So that whole visa thing.
That's no easy at all. So you just imagine you having another passport. That is not like, of course you have Nigerian passport, but you have another passport, so you have like the privilege to travel around the world. You know, you have the same. You're going to get the same benefits as other people that are maybe from England or UK. You know, just that passport privilege, really. That's like very important for us. And then electricity.
Yeah. So
electricity. You know how it is in Nigeria that there's no lights. This also ties down to fuel scarcity.
Yeah.
Being able, always putting on gen. Guys, like that gen life, it's not easy at all.
It's not.
I can remember is it
November 2021?
Yeah.
We actually had a fire incident from generators where it was a massive fire that almost burnt down the
whole house. It was so scary.
Like, it took about 40 to 50 people to put out the fire. So it was a massive.
That thing affected us mentally. Like we could not even. Like we're just so scared to even put on gen after that period like this. We're so scared and there's no light. You have to put on your gen, you know, to
so just little things like that.
You don't have electricity, things you have to always buy fuel, and then sometimes there's fuel scarcity. That fuel scarcity stresses you out. You're supposed to be working, you're queuing up for fuel. You know,
and then Ikeja Electric, all this eco distribution center, whatever they call themselves.
Oh my God, those people stress us. Ikeja Electric. They will give you estimated bills that does not tally. Like how many things you have in your house, and it's not even that. It's the fact that they just do their things anyhow. Like nobody's checking them.
Nobody's questioning them.
They come and cut your light.
Like my electricity bill was way more than my house rent. That's how much Ikeja Electric was frustrating me. Yeah. So all those things are just crazy things that you shouldn't be bothering about. Like you should be able to use your brain to bother about more important things. Yeah. So it's just like you're just in the country and you're just stressing over. Hey, for no deal. And there's no light. Baby is sweating. I have to go and find fuel. I have to go and do like.
You know when we go to Canada, for weeks, even months, me and they will be like, they never take this light. They never take this light.
The light is just there.
The light is just there.
It sounds normal, but for those of us that come from certain places,
it's not normal.
Like,
and your brain have to shift because sometimes you be like, they never take light. Like,
the funny thing is that sometimes maybe we enter the house, maybe we went out and then we switch off all the lights, we switch off all the TV. I'm just like, babe, did they take the lights?
Oh Lord, like.
And she's just like, no, we just put on the light. Like, so that thing is still stuck. That darkness is still stuck in somebody. Once I just see that darkness, babe, they're taking the light.
Nepa. So, you know what, like these things, it's funny and then it's just the way we have been in Nigeria. But if imagine you're saying this story to someone else, the person might not relate. Like someone that has lived abroad, that have always had light, they will not get this point, So
why would there be?
Why would there not be electricity? But like these are like important things for us, and it was part of the reasons why we decided to leave Nigeria.
So just to say that yes, you have money, you are rich, you can buy fuel, but that same generator can burn down your house in one day. Yeah. We experienced it. So don't say that, but I'm rich, I can afford 24 hours. As like inverters cost money. as well. Not everyone can afford inverters.
Even the air pollution, like even the air pollution, your brain,
God
like
bless you.
how we are working in the house, we're working from home, and then generator is on. You have to close the windows because you're having a meeting and the generator noise is entering your meeting.
Because you're not going to tell your neighbors not to put on their generator.
No, you will not. And the fact that even when, like, how they now bring lights, then everybody puts off their gen, everyone will not be quiet.
Not be quiet.
Your brain will not calm down. Oh Lord.
It's not normal. It's not normal. I think that one is a major one. As I'm even thinking about it, I'm just like, oh God.
Yes.
These things are not normal, but I would think it's normal. So I think one of the main points for me as well is I wanted my kids to have like a level playing field. I know there's still like other forms of discrimination. It's not just passport, which I totally get, but just in terms of like being able to access, for them to be able to access opportunities. Like when I was in the UK, for example, I registered on some of these job boards that even years after I returned back to Nigeria, I was getting a lot of opportunities that were being thrown at me based on like recruiters seeing my profile on some of these platforms, but I'm not able to access this great opportunity. Jobs that are high-paying, a lot of high-paying jobs that recruiters sent to me from the UK, but I'm not only able to access this opportunity simply because I am Nigerian and I'm not British. Just assume that I had a British passport, I would have been able to access all these amazing opportunities without stress. So imagine that my children are Canadians and they are doctors or they are whatever they decide to be. They are able to access those opportunities rather than them being in Nigeria. They are only restricted to Nigerian opportunities if there are no jobs in Nigeria.
First of all, when you graduate, you first do NYSC, which is really good, but you now start looking for a job. It might take you like 2 or 3 years to get a job because there's no job. Someone that is abroad, that is the same age with you, they've started working, they built 3 years experience, or you are still trying to get a job.
Exactly.
All of these things.
Because there's high unemployment, there are no jobs, you tend to lose a couple of years of your life just trying to get a job. Because there are no jobs, if they give you admin work, you go do the admin work. If they give you this work, you do it. You cannot. So you just try to do whatever will feed you before you eventually probably get a job in what you actually want. If you are lucky, some people are never lucky. They just continue like that all their life and just do whatever comes their way. But abroad, because there are opportunities. If you are a doctor, if you have gone to school to learn medicine, you most likely get a job and then just start building experience. If you are into tech, a lot of people that are even into tech now, they don't even go to school abroad. They just build a skill and then they're software engineers, they are data scientists, even without a bachelor's degree, they have access to opportunities. If you are in Nigeria, you have this bachelor's degree, you're not able to do anything with it. Yes, you're trying to figure out.
Even after doing masters, people even do PhD, and there's really no job for you.
That passport just gives them a level playing field where they are able to access the same opportunities as other people. Yeah, there are other, but not necessarily. At least you are able to be part of the conversation. Unlike you are not a Canadian PR, you are not a Canadian citizen. They'll just dump your CV. Like it's not even going to be considered.
Yeah. So for me, really, I love Nigeria. It was even really hard for me to leave Nigeria. But I think one that light bulb moment for me and why I decided that we're going to leave this country was that NSAS period. That thing stressed me out so much mentally. Like I had to go off. It was so sad. It was so bad. Like I did not recover from that thing months after. But during that period, I knew how I was feeling. I was so scared that the country has scattered. I was so scared of war. I was so scared. I was just like, God, this country, God. I was so scared of your safety, safety of your life, your family. That point for me was just a light bulb moment for me. That was the like apart from every other thing that we have discussed, but that particular thing was that defining moment for me that I need to leave this country. I can't deal with this anymore. I don't want my children to deal with this thing, So these are like some of the reasons why we decided to leave Nigeria for their abroad life, you know. But again, you know, everywhere has its own challenge. You know, abroad
so
as well.
It's also not perfect.
It's not perfect as well.
But nobody's saying it's
we
perfect.
are going to do another video sharing like our experience so far, like just leaving Nigeria and coming, integrating into the system, how stressful and how difficult and challenging it can be. But this is another video talking about that. But just wanted to like talk about like the reasons for us personally why we decided to leave Nigeria. Do you have any other things to say?
Yeah, I think the parting word for me is just, I think there are some things that are basic. I know there's no country that is perfect, 100%. Canada has its challenges, UK they have their challenges, but I just feel like there's some things that should be basic in 2022. Electricity, water, good roads, security, like accountability. Like somebody shouldn't just feel like I can kill you and I will get away with it, and they will actually get away with it. It's like some of those things are basic. Healthcare, like the importance of life, like in today's world, they shouldn't be taking somebody that is dying to the hospital and the hospital is saying go and do police report. Like this is something that should be happening in 18 something. Like in 2022, those are basic things that should not be happening. So again, that's the main thing for. We're not saying it's perfect on this other side, but those basic things should just be basic all over the world. That we can just make it like a minimum standard, and every country should follow this minimum standard. Like provide electricity for your people, provide healthcare for your people, provide this for your people. So those things should be basic.
Yeah, so guys, I really hope that you found this video interesting and you enjoyed watching this video. We just decided to just chat and talk. There was no really, we didn't really plan this video. I hope that this was good. So guys, thank you for watching our video. Please do not forget to like this video, leave comment down below. Tell us like what other videos would you like us to create. Make sure to subscribe as well. Please subscribe, share this video with your friends, you know, your enemies as well. Thank you for watching our video, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.